Have you ever reached a goal and still felt empty? Have you ever hit a target but missed the point? Most people are in a race to achieve, but very few are in a race to become. They chase goals like a dog chasing cars fast, frantic, but with no direction. Goals will give you a sense of purpose, but growth will give you the power to live it. You don't get success by working harder at your job. You get success by working harder on yourself. If you make time only for goals, you'll burn out. But if you make time for real, deep personal growth, the goals start chasing you. In this video, I'm going to show you why becoming the right kind of person is more valuable than hitting any goal, why your schedule must have time for development and not just deadlines, and how to finally break free from the trap of being busy without becoming better. So stick with me, because by the end of this message, you won't just think differently about success, you'll start living like the person who deserves it. Chapter 1T, the trap of outcome obsession. Don't just chase the prize, become the person worthy of it. Let me start with something that might hit home. Most people today are obsessed with results: the money, the promotion, the applause, the end result, the recognition. And I understand I wanted those things too. But here's what I discovered, and I hope you'll remember this. You can hit a goal and still feel empty. You can reach the top and still wonder why you feel so low. You can succeed outwardly and still feel broken inwardly. Why does that happen? Because we've been taught to chase outcomes, but nobody taught us how to grow into the kind of person who deserves them. That's what I call the trap of outcome obsession. It looks like success from the outside, but it leaves you hollow on the inside. We live in a world that celebrates winners. Finish lines, trophies, gold medals, paychecks, photos at the top of the mountain. I'm not here to say those things are wrong. In fact, I believe in big goals and achievement. But here's the truth most people miss. It's not the result that makes you valuable. It's who you had to become in order to earn that result. Because if you skip the personal growth and somehow get the reward, you won't hold it for long, or worse, you'll hold it and it won't mean anything. Let me put it this way: the goal is the tool, the becoming is the treasure. I've seen it too many times. People say, "Jim, once I hit that goal, I'll finally be happy." So they push, they grind, they hustle, and one day they make it. But what happens next? They feel good for a moment, and then they ask, now what? Suddenly they want more. 10,000 isn't enough now, they want 20,000. A new car isn't enough now, they need a bigger one. The applause isn't loud enough now, they want a standing ovation. It never ends. When you're obsessed with the outcome, enough is never enough. The goalpost keeps moving, and you become a prisoner to your own success. That's not ambition, that's addiction. And that's why people reach their goals and still feel lost. So here's the shift I want you to make. Don't just chase the goal, become the kind of person who would naturally achieve it. Want to be a millionaire. Don't just think about the money, think about the person who earns it, the discipline, the patience, the mindset. Because here's the magic: when you grow into that person, the money becomes a byproduct. Even if you lose the dollars, the you became, that's yours to keep. That's the real wealth. Too many people measure their lives only by what they've accomplished. A better question is this: who are you becoming in the process? Every day, you should ask yourself, did I grow? Did I improve? Did I stay consistent with my values? Results can come and go, but growth is permanent. It shapes your identity and strengthens your character. You may not get the result today, but if you keep growing, one day you'll look back and realize you became someone you're proud of, and that's something no one can take away. How do you escape the trap? Start with this simple idea. Measure your day not just by what you did, but by who you became. Don't just check off tasks, check in with your character. Don't just set goals, set standards for the person you're becoming, because when you become disciplined, the goals come. When you become focused, the opportunities arrive. When you become strong, the success lasts. Success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. Chapter 2A. Who you become matters more than what you achieve. Success is not something you get, it's something you grow into. I learned early in my journey to ask, what am I becoming? Instead of what am I getting? That question changes the entire game. Most people go through life chasing results: the car, the cash, the title, the trophy. Those things are exciting, they shine and get attention, but they won't sustain you. What will sustain you is who you become while pursuing them. If you become the right kind of person, you can get everything else you want. But if you get what you want without becoming strong enough to handle it, you'll lose it, or worse, feel empty when you get it. Years ago, I met a man who told me, "Jim, I want to be a millionaire." I said, "Wonderful, but don't do it for the money." He looked confused, so I explained, "Become a millionaire for what it will make of you. To become a millionaire, you must develop discipline, learn to manage time, grow in leadership, courage, wisdom, and patience. You must outgrow excuses and build real habits. That's the real reward, not the million, but the you forged in the process." People spend so much time asking, "What's the best way to succeed?" I say that's the wrong first question. The better question is, who do I need to become to attract that level of success? Success doesn't come to the person who simply wants it. It comes to the person who has earned it through preparation. If you want a better life, build a better you. Your life will never exceed the identity of the person running it. You don't get the life you dream about, you get the life you're prepared for. Don't just work on your goals, work on yourself until your goals feel normal. When you become calm under pressure, focused when others are distracted, disciplined when others give in, and responsible when others make excuses, success starts looking for you. Goals become a reflection of the inner person, not an act of luck, but of character. The danger is achieving without growth. You'll sabotage what you earned. The athlete who made it big but wasn't mentally ready, the business person who got rich overnight and lost it just as fast, the person who got the relationship or breakthrough but whose internal world couldn't handle it. You can fake results for a while, but you can't fake character. If you want to lead, become the kind of person others want to follow. If you want financial freedom, become the kind of person who can manage and multiply resources. If you want love, respect, trust, and purpose, become trustworthy, respectful, loving, and purposeful. External rewards are a mirror of internal growth. Every time you write down a goal, stop and ask, what kind of person achieves this? How would they think, act, speak, lead, respond, and then go to work, not just on the goal, but on yourself? Build the person and the goals will follow. That's the secret most people never hear. Don't chase the prize and ignore the preparation. Don't rush to the finish line and skip the foundation. Make time for growth, not just goals. Because goals might open a door, but growth allows you to walk through and stay there. From chasing success to attracting it, success is something you attract by the person you become. Chapter 3D, time management for personal growth. Time is more valuable than money. You can always get more money, but once a minute is gone, it's gone forever. That's why time management isn't just about getting things done. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. Too many people are busy but not becoming anything. They run from task to task, meeting to meeting, errand to errand. They fill their schedule but forget to fill their soul. Being busy doesn't mean you're growing. Only managing your time with intention does. The successful person wakes up and asks, who do I want to become today? That one shift from doing to becoming changes how you use every hour. Schedule growth on purpose. Block out 30 minutes a day to read something that sharpens your mind. Set aside 15 minutes in the morning to journal your thoughts. Take 10 minutes before bed to reflect on lessons learned. Turn your commute into a classroom with audiobooks and podcasts. We live in a noisy world filled with distractions. Emails, notifications, social media, advertisements, breaking news. If you don't protect your time, someone else will. Here's a rule I live by. Don't spend major time on minor things. Learn to say no to time wasters, endless scrolling, and what entertains but doesn't educate. Protect your mornings and evenings. Turn off what doesn't feed your future. Growth isn't found in chaos, it's found in routine. It's the small, quiet moments that build you up repeated disciplines, intentional pauses, focused hours. Ask yourself, is my calendar filled with activity or intention? Am I making time to think, learn, and grow, or just reacting to life? If you don't design your day will design you, and that rarely ends well. Managing energy is as important as managing time. A tired mind can't grow, a stressed soul won't absorb wisdom, and a scattered schedule can't support discipline. Get sleep, eat well, move your body, and rest your mind. Treat energy like a limited resource, because it is. Create space in your schedule for the person you want to become. Don't stumble into growth. Carve it out and make it non-negotiable. Schedule your life around growth, reading, reflecting, planning, stretching your mind, silence, and learning from wiser people. Time is your most precious resource. Use it not just to get things done, but to grow into someone you're proud of. Chapter 40. The daily disciplines that shape your destiny's success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Discipline, not talent, luck, or big breakthroughs, is the foundation of greatness. Don't confuse discipline with punishment. Discipline is structure, freedom earned, and designing your day so your future becomes inevitable. Most people wait for motivation, but the successful rely on daily disciplines because discipline shows up when motivation doesn't. It keeps you moving when the world tells you to stop. Your life today is the result of yesterday's disciplines, and your future will be shaped by today's disciplines. I tell people, it's not in big leaps, it's in small, consistent steps. Brushing your teeth every day for 20 years makes a difference. Reading 10 pages a day for a year transforms your thinking. That's the compound power of discipline. Core Discipline's Morning Mastery: begin your day with intention. Don't check your phone or dive into chaos. Read, write, move, and set an intention. Even 15 minutes can shift your mindset. Planning, design your day. Write down top priorities and focus on what moves you toward growth, goals, and values. Learning, become a student of life. Read good books, listen to great thinkers, take notes and reflect. Learning is essential for growth. Follow through separate talkers from doers. If you promise yourself something, keep it. Consistency builds confidence. Breaking your word shrinks it. Discipline is not a one-time act. It's a daily habit. It's the food you eat, the words you speak, the thoughts you believe, and the habits you repeat. Discipline reshapes you from the inside out. At first, it's effort and feels unnatural. But over time, it becomes your identity. Don't wait for big moments. Build the right habits, and the big moments will come. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Chapter 5, when goals change, growth stays. Goals can change. That's okay. Life throws curveballs. Plans fall apart, dreams shift, and what you once chased may no longer exist. If you focus only on goals, you'll break when they change. But if you focus on growth, you'll bend but not break. I met a man who aspired to be a professional athlete but was sidelined by injury. He could have been destroyed by that loss. Instead, he asked himself, what did I gain in the pursuit? Discipline, focus, work ethic, confidence, qualities he carried into a wildly successful new career. The real win isn't the goal, but the growth that stays with you. Goals provide direction and purpose, but make your identity bigger than your achievements. Goals can expire, but the person you become remains. Life may redirect you not to punish you, but to prepare you. Growth never goes to waste. When you grow, you are always ready for the next opportunity. Reflection questions: when a goal changes, what did I gain during this season? What did I discover about myself? What lessons can I apply forward? Growth is the only guarantee in an unpredictable world. Chapter 6C, from chasing success to attracting it. You don't chase success. You attract it by the person you become. Imagine success as a magnet responding to qualities: discipline, character, integrity, consistency, courage, focus. Work hard, yes, but work on yourself. Develop the mindset, habits, and character that success is drawn to. Instead of asking, how do I get more? Ask, how do I become more? Grow your skill, insight, clarity, presence, humility, and consistency. Success will recognize you. Key practices to attract success: be consistent, show up every day, be teachable, stay open and humble, be valuable, solve problems, add energy and encouragement. Be genuine, align your internal identity with your external presence. Success won't run from you, it will run to you when you become worthy. Chapter 7A, growth requires sacrifice. Everything of value requires sacrifice. A stronger body demands giving up comfort. A stronger mind demands giving up time. Financial freedom demands giving up short-term pleasure. Growth demands giving up excuses. Sacrifice is investment and priority. It shows you're serious. You can't add growth to a full backpack of old habits, limiting beliefs, and mindless distractions. Something must go to make room for something better. Practical sacrifices. Give up an extra hour of sleep for a morning routine. Turn off the television to pick up a book. Say no to draining relationships and yes to solitude that builds you. Everything feels like a sacrifice until it becomes a standard. Comfort is easy to get into, hard to get out of. Growth is hard to get into, but once you do, it opens doors to a life you didn't know was possible. Ask yourself, what is staying the same costing me? While you protect comfort, you may be choosing regret. Growth costs something, but stagnation costs everything: your joy, confidence, peace, and future. Closing challenge: and stop chasing outcomes and start chasing becoming. Measure your day not by tasks completed, but by who you became. Schedule growth, guard your time, build daily disciplines, embrace sacrifice, and focus on attracting success by developing the person success is drawn to. This is your path not just to achieve, but to become. Because growth, once earned, stays with you forever.